what's your biggest frustration with the leadership, especially in, like, let's start out in Africa, in your own country? What's your biggest frustration?
I mean, just like anywhere else in the world, leadership is too white. That's the problem. Those that govern and how would I put it? Govern African people or influence African people all over the world are governed too much by European concepts and ideas.
Yeah.
That's just it. That's their greatest and this is why I don't really follow Umar's reasoning. You know, when Umar is like, you know, because we tend to get lost in our own source. You know, we want some things to be so true sometimes, but it's just not true. You know, talking about, you marry a white woman is because you cannot love yourself as a black man. You have no a black man must marry a black woman, and that will give you strength in blackness. Me. But I know fully well that every single politician in Africa is married to a black woman.
Okay.
And there are no worse people to African people than these couples.
Yeah. So Dr. Umar, how many lashes do you think he would give you for liking Scarlett Johansson? Like,
I don't know. It's not as much lashes as I would give him, you know, for slagging off Sheikh Anta Diop for marrying a white woman, you know.
Oh, okay. Do you think Dr. Umar does more harm than good to Pan-Africanism?
You know, I don't know whether it's more harm than good. I just know that his theories sound white to me. You know, these black boys need to be more educated and trained. We need to train our black boys. That just sounds to me like the same ghetto racist rhetoric. Or unruly black teenagers, they need to be brought to heel. You know, they need to be trained. These black kids need training. They need education. They need some strong hand. You know, it's all slave mentality, whip the nigger into shape kind of shit. You know, all sounds the same to me. You know, the black woman is this and that. You know, you need to submit to your man. All that shit is Bible talk, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I hear that from the Bible too. You can't just take the Bible and paint it red, black, and green and tell me it's Pan-African. Shit, it's still the Bible. Like, I can hear the Bible. When I hear the Bible, I hear the Bible. I know the Bible when I hear it, you know.
The Bible gets translated in many ways. I use it.
Exactly, you know.
So may I ask you, Seun?
It's cool for boys. It's cool for black boys only. You know, that's some white shit. If ever, if ever I've seen a white solution, it is cool for black boys only. You know.
We have a question for you, Seun. What's the difference between being pro-black and being a Pan-Africanist? And can you define who is a Pan-Africanist and what is the Pan-Africanism mindset?
Okay, pro-black is what it is. It is infantile attempt at liberation, because black is a necessary step from nigger. Definitely, from slave nigger to be black is a necessary step, I believe, but it cannot be the destination. The destination must still be to go back to being Africans again, because that's what was taken from us, our Africanness, and replaced with slaveness. And after slaveness came niggerdom.
And so...
Wait, O'Neill. He's getting a call.
Okay.
Yeah, you're back in action.
Yeah,
man. You remember the question?
Yes,
pro-black and Pan-African.
Yeah, and how does it tie into Pan-Africanism? Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, every Pan-African is pro-black. But not all pro-black people are Pan-Africans.
Okay.
Explain that.
You understand? So Obama, for example, is pro-black.
Yeah.
But Obama ain't Pan-African.
All right, cool.
What makes a Pan-African in your eyes?
Jay-Z is pro-black, meaning that they will talk black issues within. These are people that will talk black issues within white concepts. The Jay-Z's of this world, for example, they find our solutions for them are within the system. The pro-black people want to find your solution within the white supremacy system. They are the integrationists. Those that celebrate the first blackism. First black to go to this place. First black to open this shit. First black to work here. First black to do that. So it's all integration, about integrating, about how much they can achieve in the empire. Pro-black people generally do not have a problem with empire.
Okay.
Most of them are in active service of the empire. The pro-blacks are, the ideology is the black excellence rhetoric to outwhite the whites.
Beat them at their own game.
It's almost like the spook who sat by the door.
Exactly like Frantz Fanon said, you know, the destiny of the black man is to be white. Yes, in black skin, white mask, which is true, because black in this concept is that which is seeking whiteness. You know,
because whiteness is the price.
Yes, you know, hence they are, you know, they critique the system to the extent that they critique the banks. Their only problem with the banks is that they don't give enough black people loans.
And not looking at what the bank represents.
Exactly.
For example.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's all about integration for the pro-blacks. You know, whereas the Pan-African is about revolution.
True.
It's to inspire the black people, because we have come together as a people. We came together out of slavery. As a people, we came together out of colonialism and Jim Crow. You know, that's what made us black. But what we have found is that a lot of people don't want to take that necessary next step to become African again. Many of them want to stop the struggle at black, at the integrationist aspect, where we have won to the aspect, to the extent that the Europeans are like, okay, we'll allow you in the house. You understand what I'm saying? You can come in the house now. So most people are like, man, we've been working for so long, let me go in the house. But the Pan-Africanist is saying we need to build our own house. Fuck this house that has overseen our savage enslavement and brutalization for centuries. In fact, we should plan to burn this fucking house down if we have the opportunity. But our goal can't be to rest at this porch, in this porch, because the house is only so big, only a few of us can get in. Most of us will have to chill outside still and just be on the porch. You know, and they're like, man, we need to build our own house so that we can all fit in, or as many houses as we need so we can get out of this sun or this rain, you know. So that's the concept.
Yeah.
You know, black is about integration. Pan-African is about revolution.